so much once again. And so I want to, it's my turn to talk a little bit about mental health. And so I want us to think about, what are you doing that you're not proud of?
Mhm.
Let's take a moment and think about that. What are you doing that you're not proud of? Is it drinking? Is it smoking? Is it cheating on your significant other? Is it eating chips and chocolate? Is it sweets? Are you fighting? Are you punching your significant other, slapping your kids upside the head? What is it that you're doing that you're not proud of? And I would challenge you, if you want to change, is that you create a new statement that simply says, I can't see myself doing that. Say that again. I just can't see myself doing that. And so when that thing rises up, because whatever we struggle with, we probably struggle with it probably since we were 10 years old, 15, 20. We can kind of date back to when that thing started and you try to fight it and you have a good couple of years and then you go right back to it under stress, of course. Stress makes us go back to things that we find comfort in, or things that we go back to ourselves. You know how we like to say, I just want to be myself. Why y'all can't accept me for who I am? I just like to fight. My auntie liked to fight. My mama liked to fight. I just like to fight. I just like to drink. My daddy drank, my granddaddy drank, and we just love to drink. Oh yeah, I'm a womanizer. My daddy was a womanizer. My uncle was a woman. That's just what we do. I need you to create this statement in your head. I just can't see myself doing that. If you're fighting with your spouse, I need you to come up with a new picture. I just can't see myself fighting with my wife. I just can't see myself hurting my loved one. I just can't see myself arguing. Just can't see myself drinking like that. I just can't see myself doing that. And it's amazing what you can talk yourself out of by just saying, I just can't see myself doing that. And so the other thing we have to do with that is we have to we have to guard our gates. We can't say, I don't see myself drinking, but you're still going to the bar, you're smelling it, you're seeing it. I can't see myself acting like that, but I'm still listening to the music that promotes that. I can't see myself doing that, but I'm still hanging out with somebody I'm attracted to, and you know you're attracted to them. I can't see myself doing that, and you're still looking at pornography. I can't see myself doing that, and you keep driving by the casino, and you just got to swing on in there. I can't see myself doing that, all that anger and fighting, but you're still watching Atlanta Housewives. I ain't trying to pick on you, Brother Stevenson, because I know that's Atlanta, but but you're still watching Atlanta Housewives, and they still fighting and cussing and talking, backbiting, and all the stuff that they do on the show. But that's just entertainment. But it's coming in your gates, and it's normalizing the activity. And we no longer want to normalize activity that we want to get away from. I started this off by saying, what are you doing that you're not proud of? So if we want to make the change, we got to clean it all up and don't allow it in our gates. Now, what should be in your gate? The things that lift you, that uplifts you, right? I've talked about 4 weeks ago, talked about the importance of vision boards. Because what you're doing is in full color, you're creating what you want your life to look like in the next 5 years. And you're doing it so you're training your brain that the things that are on your vision board already belongs to you. It's already yours. So when it comes, it's just like, oh yeah, that was supposed to come. That's been on my vision board for 3 years. I was supposed to get that car, that house, or I was supposed to become a pastor. I was supposed to, volunteer at my church at a high level. I was supposed to take, 30 kids to pay for 30 kids to go to college. I was supposed to do that because it was on my vision board. And so that's the same activity, right? We're seeing it. We're waking up in the morning. We're seeing the vision board, and we believe that we're going to have it, just like when you look at other things and you say, yeah, I still struggle with that. God ain't done with me yet. No, we want to change that to say, I can't see myself doing that. So when we do our vision boards, I want you to do, it's January, still people plan to do their vision boards for the year, and you're supposed to look at them every day. There's compartments that you want to do your vision board in, right? And I call it the 7 F's: faith, family, finances, fitness, friendships, fun, and which raises your frequency. Those are the 7 F's. And so you have a faith section on your vision board. How do you want your faith? What do you want it to look like over the next 5 years? So on my vision board, I have a couple praying, right? I have, I have the Bible open. I have a space, a prayer closet, right? So these are the things that I'm looking at every day under faith. Family, I got all my kids, my grandkids, they're all on my board. We're doing activities together. We're going to Disney World and different things, right? It's on my board. I'm looking at it every day. Family, activities with family, right? Finances, I have my goal for 2024, what each month, what I want my finances to look like. It's there, right? Finance is also your career, right? So I have #1 bestseller written on my vision board, right? So faith, family, finances, fitness. I got a guy with his muscles, sitting there, I want to work out more, right? Go to my doctor's appointments, not skip them, including your mental health appointments. Okay, we gotta keep those appointments. We can't have an appointment with the therapist and say, oh, I feel better today, so I ain't gonna go. Right? It's not about feeling better today, it's about feeling better all year, all month, and all year. All right, so fitness, taking your vitamins, walking around your neighborhood, getting out into the elements and walking. Right? So that's fitness. So faith, family, finances, fitness, friendships. I belong to the best fraternity in the world, Omega Psi Phi fraternity, and I believe in friendship. I believe in hanging out with the fellas, but not at 2 a.m. I'm home by 8:30. Okay, I'm home by 8:30. When I'm hanging out with the fellas, we're at walk-ons, we're at glory days, we're just chopping it up and eating a meal. And it's important for us men to get together sometime and just talk. And my wife recognized that. She said, it's time for you to go out with the fellas. Go on. You need it. You need it. And so that's that friendship piece that's important. And then we have faith, family, finances, fitness, friendships, and then fun. But I want that fun now to be with your significant other. That's the fun I'm talking about, because the friendships, it's a little fun going on there too, but I'm talking about fun with your significant other, going on trips, going on dates, movie night, because we got to keep that relationship strong. The world needs more couples to make it. Trust me. Your kids are depending on you. Your nieces and nephews are watching you. They need y'all to make it. All right. And lastly, the last F is frequency. All of those things I just talked about on your vision board, and you're doing it every morning, and you're reading your word, 15 minutes word every morning, you're praying, meditating, doing all these things, it raises your frequency. You feel good. People are attracted to you. You're kinder to your significant other. You're kinder to your children. And when they wake up and they're not themselves, you tell them, hey, let's get you going. Let's get your, maybe you need to hear a word. Put TD Jakes or to put a good pastor on the TV and let that spiritual music or a word penetrate the household. So that person who woke up on the wrong side of the bed can now, kind of get themselves going. Maybe they need to take a walk. Maybe they need to do some push-ups. Maybe they need to do some things that will help them and help raise their frequency or their mood or their vibration. And when you do that every day, you'll notice that you put more action in, right? To your future. You put more action. You do the things you need to do to move yourself into a better future. And then when you look back 2 years later, because of all the action you took, that other people were depressed and they didn't take, and people wonder, how did you get here? How you where you at? We was the same. We were right here, and now you done moved up here because you took action, because you were feeling good. You had a high frequency. Things were going well, so you took more action than the other person, right? So it raises your frequency. All of these things. So I go back. What are you doing that you're not proud of? Now, we're going to change that to, I can't see myself doing that. And you can add any more. Thank y'all. I'm done. Dr. Ailes, over to you.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you, Rod, for that mental health and wellness piece. What is it that you just can't see yourself doing anymore? Uh, your vision board, and you talk a lot about vision board, and I think your vision board and Pastor Stevenson coming from Psalms 1 and David when he wrote Psalms 1, that has a little synergy there. I mean, because David just couldn't see himself walking with the ungodly, sitting in the council of the unjust, right? He can only see himself being walking in the law of the Lord, right? For a minute, why don't you, and I know you said, we were members of the greatest fraternity. The only thing I would have to say, you have to caution, because we have other fraternities on here. I know that we have other fraternities on here that may think differently. But anyway, could you give us a
Wait,
sample
but
of?
this is my vision, right? Excuse
Hello.
me. This is my vision. So if it's
That's what
the greatest
that's what
fraternity, it's my vision. So it doesn't
that's what I
matter what you think about what I think, because you
it,
got to live your life and do you and you have the greatest. I mean, he
that
has on
that
the Atlanta Falcons hat of all things.
no, but that's not him. No, I'm talking about but him too. But the statesman Norman Joyner, he's another whole story. We need to bring him back. In fact, he needs an episode all for himself. We need to really bring him back. He's a YMCA Hall of Famer. He's also I believe NBA Hall of Famer, NCAA Hall of Fame. I mean, he's just top notch. But he's also an alpha, so that's why I just wanted to. We're not gonna hold that against him. But for the last couple of minutes, could you give us a sample of your what a vision board? Because we're into vision boards at the church, and we have Pristine has its own vision as well, right? The Bible says that the people without vision we perish. Could you give us a sample of what your vision board looks like? You got your vision board available handy just to flash it on the screen just for a second or two.
It's always handy because I look at it every day, right? So,
Important. It's important, right? Because you have
yes,
to have a vision.
yes. Let me see if I can pull it up. And this is how I see myself in the next over the next 5 years, from now to 5 years.
Now, Rod's vision may be a little bit more extravagant, so
It is.
I
It's
don't
very
want to.
extravagant.
I want to warn you all. I want to get y'all, prepared now.
Yes, it's very extravagant. But here's the thing: it doesn't matter because it's just how I see myself.
Amen. Amen.
You
Come
know,
on with it.
because everybody sees themselves different. Everybody's got God has spoken something different in your ear than he spoke in mine and my wife's ear, right? And so you got to go with your vision, and while I go with my vision. So it doesn't matter what somebody else, oh, well, why does he have that? Well, he shouldn't have that. Well, no. Focus on your vision. I'm just showing you mine for an example. All right, so here we go. Uh,
Ours is always supposed to be a godly vision, right? And not just any old vision. But go ahead.
so here's the faith area here. Fitness, running, bicycling, family. Here are my children, my grandchildren. My monthly goal for income, 100,000 a month. My powerful mornings when I get up, pray, read the Bible for 15 minutes, meditate on the word, view my vision board, do my 20-year visualization where I just sit down and visualize what my life will look like in the next 20 years. I mean, I'm already there 20 years from now. Now it's building up. What does my life look like exactly 20? I'm 55. What does life look like at 75? What does it look like for my wife, my children, my grandchildren? My grandson is running my business. And so I have to now put him through college in order to do so. And now I don't let his family talk crazy to him because now they're talking to my CEO. So that's how I think, right? I'm already 10 steps ahead of everybody because I do it and it's normal to me, right? 20-year visualization. So view my long-term, short-term goals, recite my affirmation. I am training my brain every day. It is not. I have to. What the word says about refresh your mind daily. What's the scripture?
Yeah. It said, whatever things that are pure, whatever things that are lovely, whatever things that are kind, think on these things.
Exactly. So that's what I do. Drink my water. I drink alkaline water all the time. Exercise. Take my vitamins. Eat a good breakfast every morning. Um, we eat meals together as a family. I tell my family I love them all the time. I call my kids up out of the blue just to tell them I love them. Sometimes they're like, "You okay, pops?" Hey, this is just checking on you, let you know I love you. The house that we want, the car, the next car that I'm looking at as well. The airplane is there with the car there. I was able to pull that up out of Chat GPT and put my wife's in my head on it. Right? I'm visualizing that. I'm visualizing. I want a van to travel in when I'm doing my speeches. I still want to do a TED talk and fun. Just going on. Going to the beach, hanging out, going on cruises with the wife, and we love going to galas. And so that's just, that's my vision board. Now my wife's vision board look a little different. Hers is a lot more spiritual, right? And so I think I'm headstrong, she's heartstrong, and together we make it happen.
All right. All right.